Spurgeon here with RevZilla, and today we're going to take a look at the Kriega US-10 Drypack available at RevZilla.com. So if you're not familiar, the Drypacks in Kriega's lineup are really their staples in my mind. You've got the US-10, the US-20, the US-30. You can bump down to the US-5 if you want to, but really when we're talking about, functional pieces of luggage with ample storage, these are the three main bags, and we're going to start today by breaking down the 10, but keep in mind that if you like what you're seeing with the 10, all of this will carry through to the 20 and the 30 as well, and then there's also different combinations you can get. And the beauty of this is that you can add luggage and storage to a motorcycle that typically doesn't have that available to it. So for example, I've got the US-30 on the R6 behind me, and there's a lot of sport bike riders out there that are constantly trying to figure out how to get more storage in their bike. The Drypack series from Kriega is perfect because you can mount a base bag, and then you can also modulate different bags on top of that for different combinations. You can do the US-30 combo, 40 combo, 50 or 70, so you get up to 70 liters of capacity of storage on a bike that traditionally has a hard time storing luggage on it. That's the beauty of the Drypacks. Now, I've been using the Drypack for I'd say about 3 years now, and I've been extremely pleased with the quality. It's also something that's very easy on, easy off the bike. So when we're talking about installation for this, 1 out of 3 on our BSD, our beard scale difficulty for install. We'll get into the end exactly how you can use the different mounting points to get this on and off with ease, and also how these will integrate with the variety of different bags within Kriega's lineup. But for right now, let's break down exactly what you can expect from this bag. So really what we're seeing here is a combination of different materials to give you the Drypack dry design, but keep in mind that those materials will carry through from the 10, the 20, and the 30. So if you're looking at the 10, you like what you see, you simply need more capacity, then you would want to take a look at the 20 or the 30 videos, and we'll have videos for each of those breaking them down. But like I said, the materials are the same. It's a combination of 1000D Cordura. You're also going to have ripstop nylon, and what's great about the ripstop, if you're not familiar with it, if it does start to rip or wear out, the ripstop actually stops it. So if you get a tear in the bag, it won't continue to rip. Now along the top, what you are going to see is a nylon webbing. And if we take a look at the inside of the bag is going to be done in a contrasted white material. And this is great because it allows you to see everything that's down inside. Now the real cool thing here is if you want to, this is going to be removable. So you can pull that liner out, and that way you can clean it with ease without having to try and reach in and scrub the entire inside. You can pull the liner out, turn it inside out, and you can go ahead and clean that liner. I don't know anyone that actually does that. I certainly haven't. The inside of my Kriega bag looks filthy. It's disgusting, really. Now, if you've never used a dry bag before, okay, what you're going to have to do, you have one single opening at the top. You're going to roll that down. You want to try and roll it at least 3 times. If you have it packed up, it might not be able to do it a full 3 times. The real key here is you want to make sure that that lip is rolled over on itself. You don't want any water being able to come through that lip. Once you have that secure, you're going to have one strap that works as a compression strap over the top, and then you're going to have 2 side straps or 2 side clasps down either side. Now there's 3 pockets with it. The main pocket is that 10-liter pocket, but there's also going to be an exterior pocket on this as well. And you're going to have a synthetic leather, so it has a really unique, it's not that regular Cordura on the outside. They put a synthetic leather over top. You've got Hypalon, which is going to be your mounting points for the actual mounting straps, which we'll get to in a minute. But underneath this, there is going to be an additional document pocket. Now, Kriega does not call this waterproof, but I can tell you, after 3 years of using this as a waterproof bag, this top pocket stays damn near water resistant. Now, I'm not going to say you want to go ahead and put an electronic device in there, but I've gotten away with 3 years of never having that fail and never having water push through the water-resistant Ykk Zip with the zipper garage up top. It's been very reliable. The main compartment, 100% waterproof. That's where I store my laptop, but I've also used this exterior pocket as well for numerous amounts of items, and never once have I had it fail on me. Now on the back, there is going to be a webbing pocket, and what this really works great for, and I've said this before in other videos, is if you're traveling for a long distance, you've got dirty laundry or something gets wet, you can stick it in here, and while you're riding, if you wanted to, it would just keep it separate from all of your other clean clothes. And also if something's wet, it does have a tendency to air out and dry a little bit while you're riding along. So we talked in the beginning about the functionality of the Kriega Drypacks, and really what's great about this is that it's not just one bag, but there's also a modularity to this. So if you want to, I could take this 30 that's on the bike behind me, and I could actually mount the 10 right on top, and that would give me 40 liters of capacity, or I can mount them down on either side, and then what I would end up with is a 50-liter combination with 10 liters on each side, in addition to that 30, or you could use it by itself. So there's a wide variety of different options here, including Kriega now actually makes a mount for the tank. So because of the size of the 10, you probably wouldn't want to use this with a 30, but there is going to be an option for you if you wanted to. You could actually use this as a tank bag. You would install the harness onto your tank, and then the bag would actually just mount down right to this. So speaking of mounting, let's break this down for a second, because we talked about the ease of use. One of the things you'll note is that it's going to come with all the hardware you need to mount this. So you're looking at 6061 aircraft grade aluminum buckles, and what you have is you're going to have 4 different straps that are going to be included in the package, which will sit underneath the seat. They're going to create little loops. You will then take one of the buckles, you're going to snap these into place here, and then the aluminum buckles simply slide in and hook through those loops. So once those loops are in place underneath the seat, you just run them around a frame rail. You simply hook on and then hook off, and it's a matter of seconds really to get the bags on and get the bags off once those original hooks are in place. Now with the R6, this actually has natural hooks built in underneath the seat. So a lot of sport bikes out there already have that as an option for mounting points. If your bike doesn't have that, Kriega is going to include everything with it. Now the one thing I will say is if you bump up to the 20 or the 30, Kriega will also include a shoulder strap with your dry bag as well. The US-10 does not get that. Now there's a lot of riders out there like myself that have been using and abusing Kriega for years, and if you want to hear more about what those riders have to say, click the info button on your desktop or mobile device, which will allow you to read other rider reviews from folks that are already out there putting Kriega dry packs through their paces. If you have more questions for one of our gear geeks as to which set of luggage is right for you and your bike, give them a shout, 877-792-9455, or simply shoot us an email, cs@revzilla.com. Thank you for joining us for this look at the Kriega US-10 Drypack. I'm Spurge. Enjoy the ride.